Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to this week's installment of Match Play on PGA TOUR.com. We welcome this week's contestants and say hello to Fred Albers, correspondent from the PGA Tour Network on SiriusXM Radio, and Melanie Hauser, editorial contributor to PGA TOUR.com. Ladies always have the honor here on Match Play, so Mel will get the first swing at topic number one as we look at this week's John Deere Classic. It's a lot of fun for players and their families off the golf course, Melanie. They get to dig on backhoes and bulldozers and stuff like that. Got us thinking, what's the most unique off-the-course attraction for players and their families on tour?
You know, I think the Big Dig is the one thing that's consistent. Houston offered the chance to go in a simulator and fly a 757. A lot of different tournaments have offered race car driving, either at Charlotte at the Richard Petty School or up in Fort Worth at Texas Motor Speedway. But all those considered, I have to go with the Big Dig at the Deere. Although I'd like to fly the 757.
I would love to see Fred Albers in the 757 flight simulator. Freddie, what do you think? You're out there from week to week?
The Big Dig is great. You know, they also have a kids fishing contest that's also pretty good. And one event that I think is somewhat unique, the Hyundai Tournament of Champions always offers zip line rides to the players, families, kids, where they put you in a harness and then they send you down a cable for something like a quarter of a mile over a jungle ravine and a river to the other side. The Big Dig's pretty good, but I like that zip line in Maui.
Yeah, I'll go with Albers on that one because that's pretty unique for sure, even though it's a limited field out there in Maui. So Fred wins topic number one and gets the first crack at topic number two. As we look ahead to the Deere this week, boy, there were some low numbers last year. Paul Goydos of 59 in the opening round. Stricker shot 60 later that afternoon. Fred, anybody going to go low this week and maybe shoot 59 in Quad Cities?
Well, I kind of like Steve Stricker again, and I'll tell you why. We saw him play so well at the Memorial and actually played pretty good at the U.S. Open. But the thing about Steve Stricker is that he's used to the area and used to the high humidity. And I really like someone from Midwest to play well at the John Deere, simply because John Deere can just be brutal, located right on the river. And if you're not ready for that, it really saps you.
So Fred likes the defending champion Stricker. Melanie, who do you see in this week's field who might take it deep?
Robert Garrigus. You know, he's thrown some low numbers out. He surprised us at the U.S. Open. I think a guy like that can just kind of get loose and go for it. Because, like I said, it's not always going to be the person you think. Although I'd love to see Stricker do that, but I'm going to go with Garrigus.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's never the guy that you think is going to shoot the low number. I like that, Melanie. And she wins topic number two. So we're all square as we head to the final topic. Melanie will get the first swing at it. This event here in the Quad Cities, it's known for its pork chop sandwiches, among other things, including the Big Dig. Melanie, what's the best culinary guilty pleasure provided at a PGA Tour stop?
You know, I'm from Texas, so I'm supposed to say barbecue, but I got to go with the neighboring state. I got to go with New Orleans. They throw everything and their mother at the players down there. New Orleans Cajun cuisine, I mean, they have something at every tee. Emerald cooking lessons. It's hard to get a whole lot better than that.
Yeah, well, Melanie's pretty much got it covered there. New Orleans is a tough spot to beat. Fred, what do you think?
You know, such a great pick out of Melanie. How about the Sonoran hot dog in Tucson at the Accenture World Match Play Championship? The Sonoran Mexican hot dog is grilled outdoors, but it's wrapped in bacon, grilled, and then put in Mexican pastry. That is absolutely delicious. And I'm going to go to New Orleans as well, but I'm going to get more specific. They have marinated alligator available. Absolutely delicious. I go with the marinated alligator in New Orleans.
I think we need more food-related questions because the enthusiasm from both of you two weighing in on that topic was extraordinary. I have no choice but to have topic number three, and that will have the match between Fred Albers and Melanie Hauser. Thanks to you both. It was a lot of fun. Well played.